What's going on, people, and welcome to Meta About Football. My name is Bass, and as always, joining me is Kamal.
Going on.
I hope everyone's doing good, keeping safe, especially in these uncertain Corona times.
Yes.
The struggle is still going on. The struggle is very, very real.
Well, for the Premier League,
Put your phone on silent.
Sorry. So, for the Premier League, the cases have gone down, so that's good.
I believe some manager was the last to get it. I can't remember who.
I can't remember who, but I know
Moyes,
that they've seen. Not Moyes. I've seen that they've dramatically dropped in cases, so that's good for them. So
very good.
At one point, it was getting really bad.
Yeah, it was, man. Well, some positive news, I guess.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna do a recap of match day 20.
Match week 20.
Match week 20. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, we'll start off with the first game, which was Newcastle United versus Leeds United at St. James's Park.
Yes.
Our predictions for that game. I predicted a 1-0 Leeds win. You predicted 3-1. We both get half a point because Leeds won 2-1.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I said 3-1, so I was close.
Yeah, you did say 3-1.
Yeah, it was close. Sorry. This was a good game. I thought Leeds only had 2 shots on target and they scored. I thought Newcastle played a bit better than Leeds, even though Leeds had done, but I'm just looking at they played a really weird formation of 4-4-1-1. Newcastle.
Newcastle? Oh, yeah.
4-4. Which was really weird. Alan St. Maximin is back for them, so he's not fully fit, but...
Yeah, he came off the bench. The bench in the 64th minute.
I can't really say much. But it was an even game. Unfortunately, Newcastle just lost out. But what more can I say? Leeds just finished. They did very well, and
I think Leeds got a bit too lucky. Look, Newcastle should be more clinical. 22 shots, and out of those 22 shots, only 5 on target. You need more shots on target, unfortunately, in this game.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, yeah, and especially I'm pretty sure you said it a while back that that if you're having 15, 20 shots, you need to have at least half of them on target.
Literally.
At least test the keeper, test the keeper, and unfortunately they didn't, and
Yeah, and Leeds got over with the 3 points. Now that surges Leeds back up to 12th, or I think they just remain at 12th, didn't they? They were 12th last time.
Exactly.
So
we'll move on to the next one.
Newcastle is in more danger of
16th. Yes,
getting into that relegation zone now.
There's 6 points.
But Fulham also has a game in hand. Say if Fulham wins their next game,
3 points. Yeah,
3 points. Yeah, so it's become a dangerous.
Brighton are more worried than.
Look, I'm not worried about Brighton because at least Brighton is showing some good, promising signs with the way they play.
Well, they played very well against Leeds, but unfortunately,
I'm sure if Brighton came up against teams like West Brom or Fulham, they might have a chance of winning. Where I don't see Newcastle beating teams like West Brom or Fulham. Judging them from the eye test, I don't think they've got it. I think they're at risk of relegation this season.
Ooh, it's a big call, my friend.
Call. Yeah.
Who are they playing next week? I'm just trying to see. Oh, they're playing Everton. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, which is West Ham United versus Crystal Palace
at Selhurst Park.
Yes, Selhurst Park. What was our predictions, my brother?
We both. Sorry. You predicted a 2-2 draw. I predicted a 2-1 Crystal Palace win.
Yeah, you said that they were in due for some points.
Due for some points. However, it's not to be this week. Perhaps maybe next week.
They scored very, very early. They scored very early in the 3rd minute.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you know what? Once Crystal Palace get going, they're a very hard team to stop.
Yeah, but then Thomas Suchek came up with 2 goals in the very early on too in the first half.
Yeah, he's been very, very good for them.
Man.
West Ham have moved to 5th.
Yeah, bro.
Have moved to 5th. 2 points away from Liverpool. You're lucky you got that win this morning, man.
Yeah, man. We needed that win. We needed those 3 points, or else a lot. It
would have been very bad. Yeah,
a lot of questions would have been asked.
Very questionable. But 6 shots, 3 on target for Palace, which is pretty good. They scored 2 goals. Michi Batshuayi finally on the score sheets for Crystal Palace. Only took him 20 Premier League games. You know what I mean?
Only 20.
But at the end of the day, it was in the 97th minute. It was a consolation.
It's a consolation goal at best.
But I thought Palace played very well. I thought they had the better football. I thought they had the better passes. You know, they had most of the possession as well. Mm-hmm. They had more possession than West Ham, at least.
Yeah, but West Ham
West Ham very clinical.
Yeah, West Ham had most of the shots. They had more chances, 17 shots, 7 on target. Again, it's a game of chances. It's a game of goals.
Exactly.
The more chances you get, the more chances you have at scoring goals. And therefore, West Ham scored 3 and Crystal Palace scored 2, and we both missed out on points.
We'll move on to the next one, which is Arsenal versus Southampton. Southampton versus Arsenal.
At St. Mary's?
Yes, at St. Mary's. Yes.
Yeah, this was a good game. We both said that Arsenal was due for a win. You said 2-1 to Arsenal. I said 2-0. We both thought that Arsenal is in like a rich vein of form at the moment.
Yeah, they're coming back. They're coming back.
They're looking unstoppable at the moment with the way they're playing. I mean, they haven't played some big teams yet. But usually Southampton is a stumbling block. I mean, it was for Liverpool. However, Arsenal managed to get the win. That game finished 3-1, so we both get half a point.
Yes. For the first time in his Arsenal career, Nicolas Pepe has scored in back-to-back Premier League matches.
Amazing,
right? Bayako Saka, the 19-year-old, is absolutely just dominating it,
tearing it apart.
Stuart Armstrong scored again early, so just like the Crystal Palace game in the 3rd minute, and then the team they're playing against scored in the 9th. So for the Palace West Ham game, Palace scored in the 3rd, West Ham scored in the 9th, Southampton scored in the 3rd, Arsenal scored in the 9th. So it was. Yeah,
there's been a lot of goals being scored like in the 3rd or 4th minute in this week.
This match week was a high scoring match week. There was a lot of goals. There was a lot of goals.
Especially when Man City thrashes a team 5-0.
Yeah.
Was it off?
Not even that. There was a lot of 3s, 2s. Unfortunately, there was a 0-0. But
that was Wolves, I think. Wolves and Everton. I'm pretty sure they ended 0-0.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is good. What's it called again?
Lacazette again scoring.
Lacazette again. Unfortunately, though, Emil Smith-Rowe, and this is good for me because Arsenal play United next.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey came off injured, Emil Smith-Rowe came off injured, right? But Arsenal have signed Odegaard from Real Madrid on loan until the end of the season.
How do you think he'll do in the Premier League?
I don't know. He'll be hit or miss. So we'll find out against United.
He's always been rumored to be.
You've never, but he's never been nothing major. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
he's playing for Real Sociedad on loan. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know.
He always performs well for Norway, like for his home country. He always performs.
Pogba always plays good for France, and then he comes to United and he's shit. So,
So true, so
know,
true.
So you get what I mean? Lukaku was banging in goals for Belgium, and his first touch was horrible.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
He's banging in goals now for Inter Milan in the Serie A. He's doing very well.
Fucking Conte.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Good on Arsenal, man. They're moving up. They are now ninth. They are ninth. They're 5 points away from fifth. 5 points away from fifth because they have to get fifth. They have to get fifth, or else they won't make Europe because they've been knocked out of FA Cup.
Yeah, and the League Cup as well.
Yeah.
Well, they could still win Europa and, get Champions League.
Fifth. They need fifth.
Yeah, they do need fifth. But
they do.
But they're still in Europa. You never know. They might win. They might win Europa.
Yeah.
And that will be their first ever European title if they do.
Exactly. And I don't really care about Karabusa, Community Shield, FA Cup. They're not like they're titles, but they're not big titles.
They're minor titles.
Yeah, but like a Europa is a big title, is a major European title.
Yeah.
Right?
Europa is a minor European title. I wouldn't say
but
it's
it's
major.
still, at the end of the day, you can say we've won a European title. That's it. You can shit all over
Tottenham.
So Arsenal fans can be like, Tottenham or even City. They'll be like, where's your European title?
True. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
100%.
And then even if they win Europa, they go to the Super Cup.
Oh, they don't go Champions League? I thought they go Champions League.
No. But the winner of Europa versus the winner of
European.
Yeah. It's
the
like
European
a
Super Cup.
Shield. Yeah. So then that's two European Cups because Super Cup is a European Cup.
I highly doubt they'll beat the Champions League champions, especially if it's Bayern Munich. They're smashing them 5-0.
But Bayern's always been Arsenal. But good on Arsenal. All right, we'll move on to the next one, which is Manchester City versus West Brom.
This is an interesting match. We're both very entertaining. In the first half was 4-0. And that was my prediction. I predicted 4-0 for the game. However, Raheem Sterling decided to score another one.
No. Did you say 4-0 or 5-0?
I said they ended 4-0 in the first half. By the first half,
for me, Mahrez and Sterling.
Yeah. Because you said 3-0, I said 4-0. The game ended 5-0. But the game, like my prediction, came up by halftime, 4-0.
Mate. No De Bruyne, no problem. Ike Gundogan, he's what has he got? Like 7 in his past 8? 7 in his past
7,
8.
Yep, 7 now. Yeah, because he scored
7
2.
In his
he scored a brace.
Yeah. So he's been
killing it.
He's been just demolishing it, right?
Yeah. Apparently the Joao Cancelo goal was offside. Well,
I know you sent it to me. You told me.
The referee ended up admitting that he made a mistake and it should have been ruled out for offside.
Well, it wasn't, so you don't get the full points, mate. You really want to, mate. But bro. Unfortunately, City are just playing. City are going under the radar because no one's realizing how good and how dangerous they're getting, right? Their players are almost fully fit. They're almost back, right? And they're just firing on all cylinders, and it's crazy.
Definitely,
it's crazy.
So we both guessed that City's going to just smash West Brom.
Yeah, but the way they're playing their football, it's not that they're smashing, just scoring 5. It's the way they're scoring 5.
That's
you get what I mean?
And now they have a lot of their signings like Ruben Diaz and Ferran Torres. They've both adjusted well to life at Manchester and in the Premier League. Because in my opinion, at the start of the season, I thought I didn't think too highly of them. I thought Ruben Diaz is still young. He has the potential and whatnot, but he's still too young, inexperienced. But he actually has shown maturity stepping up to the Premier League.
I agree. It was weird. It was what do we? Yeah, no, just I can't really. We can't really say much. I will tell you a statistic though. West Brom have conceded 22 goals in their last 5 Premier League home games.
Wow.
Last 5 Premier League games on home soil. The most the team has shipped across 5 top flight home games since Aston Villa in December 1935.
Jesus.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
That is crazy. That's like almost 90 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll move on to the next one, which is Chelsea versus Wolves. Right, Thomas Tuchel's first game in charge, and he came out with a very weird lineup to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, he played a
3-4-2-1.
He played Rudiger
on the left. Yeah.
And look, playing Azpilicueta as well. I believe. Look, he's still a decent player, but
he's getting too old. Yeah, he dropped Reece James, Mason Mount, Werner. He played Kai in a left wing type of thing, and that might be his position. You never know. But this game finished 0-0, right?
Yeah. Well, so then it's not his position.
What's it called again?
Well, we both predicted a Chelsea win. You said 2-1. I said 3-1 because of how normally when new managers come into a new job, the players perform.
Yes. Well, I thought Chelsea had the better play, the better passes. I'll tell you a statistic. Chelsea had 78.9 possession and completed 820 passes against Wolves. Since the start of the 2003-2004, these are both the highest totals by a team in their manager's first Premier League game in charge. So Thomas Tuchel's doing something right, and I said it to you. I said that once a manager gets sacked for some reason, apparently, their form comes back the very next game.
True.
Right?
They did. Well, look, they had almost 900 passes to 242 passes, 15 tackles to 5. Like, they absolutely dominated Wolves, but they just couldn't score.
12 corners to 1 corner.
Yeah. Good 78 points.
4 shots, none on target.
Yeah.
So
Chelsea had 14 shots and 5 on target.
So everyone's thinking, who was really the problem? Was it actually Lampard, or were the players not showing up for him?
I think it's still a bit too early. Let's give it a few more games and we'll see.
And I told you I don't see him lasting more than 2 years. Tuchel, he signed an 18-month
contract. Yeah, I saw that.
So maybe that's the best thing for Chelsea. Just start signing their players for.
Well, the thing is this is what Chelsea does. Chelsea just hires managers for 2 to 3 years and then they sack them. Yes. It's very hard to maintain the same form over 3 seasons and expects the same results. It's very hard to maintain players
unless you're City, where your B team is as good as your A team.
Every year you spend 110 million pounds.
I'll give you a prime example of where they couldn't keep up. Last season, Liverpool versus Chelsea, where the game where you lifted the title, right? It ended 5-3,
Yeah.
They were coming at you, but Chelsea didn't have the depth, or they didn't have the players to sub on to keep the momentum of the game.
That's true.
And they didn't have enough players. They didn't have the quality to keep going at you, because they had you at the ropes on one point.
Yeah, well,
at one point.
And last season too, Chelsea relied heavily on their youngsters. They had that transfer ban.
But see, with the youngsters, they did very well. You know, you get what I mean? They finished 4th. right? They played well.
They did, but they bottled it too. They could have finished high up the table, but they bottled it.
Yeah. But I think come transfer window, Frank Lampard was like, "Oh, I took this." No, Abramovich was like, "I took the transfer ban personal," and just started flashing his money everywhere. Right? He took it very personal, and he's like, "I'll buy you, I'll buy you, I'll buy this." You know, and it was funny to me that Tuchel took off Chilwell, right? And then Chilwell was like, "What? I'm getting subbed." So confused, right?
Yeah, I think the thing is with Tuchel is that he doesn't like big egos.
No, but it wasn't he wasn't doing an ego like Chilwell's was at the other side of the field and he didn't see it. And he didn't realize that he was the one getting subbed off. Right? He brought on Pulisic, right? And then he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll just jump off." But it was funny, his reaction. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Oh crap, well, I'm the one getting subbed." So it'll be it was funny to see. Chelsea, who are they playing next week? They're playing Burnley, so it'll be a good test for them because they seem to struggle against lower teams.
Wolverhampton?
No, Chelsea.
But Chelsea's doing good against lower.
Well, Burnley are coming up, right?
They are
very well.
They've got a game in hand as well.
If you want to move on to the next game, which is Burnley Aston Villa,
wow,
this was a very good game. This was a very good game.
A surprise package indeed. Aston Villa took the lead very early on in the 14th minute. Ollie Watkins scoring again. He's proved to be a very good signing this season.
He went quiet for a bit.
He did,
but now he scored back to back.
Yeah.
I think he needed that. I think he needed that goal to just get his confidence back.
Yeah, that's the thing too. He's a bit shaky when it comes to confidence. You see him drop off a bit.
Burnley done. Burnley done very, very well.
Yeah, dude. Like 3 goals in the second half.
Two goals in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Two goals in 3 minutes. Yeah. Dwight McNeil again scoring. And I think, in my opinion, Dwight McNeil will probably be their best player.
Yes.
In my opinion. Ben Mee, good defender. Yeah. They've done very well.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. I just really can't complain. I've seen something about Jack Grealish that he's the first player in all competitions to get 50 big chance created and something like that. But, if I was a big top 6 team, no matter what league, I would be going after Jack Grealish, right?
Well, the only teams that have money at the moment are the English Premier League teams.
Yeah, but still.
Or PSG.
100 mil, right?
Yeah.
100 mil. And in my opinion, I'd say he's worth it. 100 mil, right? And I feel that if you put him in a team with other superstars,
he'll perform.
He'll only perform more.
He'll get better
because he has that creative outlet. He doesn't have to rely on coming back to defend and then attack. He could stay up front. He could have other creative people.
It depends. It depends on who he's going to be playing for. If he's going to be playing for Jurgen Klopp, Jurgen Klopp will be demanding him to run up and down.
Yeah. But he'll have that leeway. You get what I mean?
Yeah, he can.
With Villa, he has to go back. He has to come up. Yeah. Where with City.
City, he won't have to.
He could sit just before the halfway line. You get what I mean?
He can be the next David Silva at Man City.
Exactly. Well, any team he could be.
True. Right? Well, I'm just saying, for Man City, because David Silva is legend there. I think
you got Gundogan. You got Gundogan. Yeah, he's a legend for them.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I see if Jack Grealish does go to City, I see him becoming the next David Silva there.
Yeah, but yeah, all right, we'll move on to the next one, which was Fulham versus Brighton, which was a very boring game.
Yeah, this game was absolutely shocking. Let's go to my predictions. Actually, sorry, I'm going to go back to the Burnley and Aston Villa game. We both predicted a 2-0 Aston Villa win, so we both get 0 points for that one. And we both predicted a Fulham win just out of spite because they loaned
because of
out.
the way they treated Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sticking with our sticking solid with our Aussie boy. And
But now he's at Arsenal, so good on him.
yeah, but he's going to warm up the bench at Arsenal.
But he could play. He could play Europa because do you know how the second, like the backup keeper always plays like Europa and whatnot.
Sometimes.
But Matt Ryan isn't a bad keeper. He's better than whatever they had, that Renaissance dude.
Which Renaissance dude? Runnison or whatever, Runnison?
Yeah, their backup keeper, right? Yeah. So he's better than him, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair enough.
There's not really much to say. This was a very boring, non-entertaining game.
Yeah, a very disappointing game. We both said that we both predicted Fulham to win 2-1. However, it just stayed 0-0. Both teams had equal amount of possession.
Yes.
You know, they really this deserves to be a draw. 0-0.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know. Move on.
Yes. Unfortunately, we'll move on to the Manchester United versus Sheffield United game.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go because I didn't watch this game.
You want to say our predictions for this one? Yeah.
You predicted 3-1 to Manchester United. I also thought Man United will win. And I said 2-0 to Man United.
So we lost. We lost to
2-1.
Sheffield United, a team who has, in the last 20 games, have only won one game.
And that was against Newcastle, which is a team that you guys thrashed like 4-1.
Yes, right. I was confused with the lineup. If you have Lindelof on the bench, why are you starting Twenzebe? Right. I will say that I understand if a player doesn't perform, he has a bad game. But what I don't understand and what I don't appreciate is when so-called fans go racially abuse players on Instagram and whatnot.
What happened?
What I mean? So Twenzebe's come out and everyone's abused him and blamed him for the loss.
Wow.
Come out, they've started racially abusing him and whatnot. Like
to be honest, I would be blaming De Gea for that loss.
I wouldn't be blaming De Gea. I'd be blaming Martial. I feel that Martial has been in a very, very bad run of form.
Yeah.
I think that he's lazy at points, right? The second goal was on him. He lost the ball. He didn't track back, and it deflected off Twenzebe. There's nothing you can really do about it. You get what I mean? He stood in front of the player. He tried to defend it. It went off him, and it hit the bar and went in. It's one of those things where, you know, it's out of anyone's control. But you get what I mean?
But that second goal, initially, David De Gea just passed it to no one.
No. Martial lost it. The second one.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
The first one, I don't think De Gea should have gone for because he went for it and everyone just jumped over him. You get what I mean? You didn't watch it, but I watched it. The last 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, we brought on Van der Beek, and he made a massive difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say for this sort of game, they should have started Van der Beek.
Yeah, I would
also
have
Cavani.
Matic.
I would have started Cavani as well for Martial
instead of Martial. I think we should just drop Martial. I think in the summer, I reckon we go all out for Haaland. For Haaland.
You're going to be competing with a lot of teams like Manchester City, Chelsea also want him.
Chelsea, yes.
You know what I mean? So it depends on where you guys finish this season is going to affect you in the summer transfer window for sure.
Exactly. But Bruno Fernandes had a terrible game, which is justified because I can't really abuse him for having a terrible game when all he does is save us half the time. You get what I mean? All he does is assist or he goals for us.
True.
every player does have bad games, but it's not like he hasn't been performing for us all
Nah,
season.
he's been doing. Like he copped a lot of stick in the start of the season, but he's
And
he's come good.
he copped a lot of stick for the Liverpool game also. You get what I mean? The 0-0 draw, saying that
Okay.
that Fernandez doesn't perform against big six teams. You
Oh,
know,
that's
he doesn't.
nonsense. No, he
Yeah, but
does.
then I know, but then the week later, not even a week later, he scored a free kick against Liverpool.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true. I was gonna
Rashford
say.
copped
I
Rashford
was,
copped a lot
I
also
was,
for that Liverpool game,
yeah, because
and then he yeah.
I was gonna say he also performed for you against Everton. You know,
Yeah,
the
but,
top 16, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. So like saying that Fernandez he goes quiet against big teams is it's nonsense.
Yeah.
I was also going to mention that looking at the lineup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sheffield United only had 7 players on their bench.
Yeah, I seen that. One was the keeper. I seen that. I was going to mention it. I will tell you. I'll give you a stat which is funny to me. Right, Manchester United have lost 4 of their 10 Premier League home games
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
This is the most in a single campaign since the 2013-14 under David Moyes.
Wow. Wow.
So if you look at it, we're in the same place we are 6 years ago.
Second.
Yeah. Well, not even second. We buckled that year. That was a terrible year.
I think he's finished like 6th in that season.
We finished seventh.
Yeah.
Seventh. We finished seventh.
That was
the first time since I've been following United
Yeah.
that we had ever finished seventh. Because with Fergie, the lowest he ever finished was 4th. And
no. Well, in the Premier League era, yes, but before the Premier League era,
yeah, but that was that. But that was like when he was first starting.
Yeah.
He was
when he was building.
Born. I
was born. I know this stuff.
Yeah, but ever since I started following them,
Yeah.
we were never like that low. So
That's true.
Like, but yeah, good for Sheffield. Doesn't help you. You're still getting relegated, you cunts. So.
Well, you never know. This could,
mate. They're shocking.
This
mate,
could make them gain a bit of confidence, and
okay.
You never know, dude. You never know.
They're 10 points now from safety.
Yeah, they got the second
points,
win.
18 games to go. 18 games to go. 10 points. Like, I hope he's get pumped the next game.
You never know, man. Like Newcastle could go on a 14-match winless.
Mate, you think they're going to pull results against Manchester City?
Oh no, they won't.
Yeah, exactly. I hope they get pumped.
But then again, we thought they're not going to get like 3 points against Manchester United.
Go back to our match day 20 prediction video, and you were like, imagine you guys lose to Sheffield. It's been playing in my head ever since we lost, and I was like,
Jesus.
he said it. He said it, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Kill me. Which is
Everton versus Leicester City.
Yeah, which was a big game, which thank God that Leicester City didn't win this game. Thank God, or else we would have been third.
We both got, you got half a point because you predicted a draw, 2-2. I got the full point because I predicted the 1-1 draw. Yeah.
Good. No, surprising. James Rodriguez, I didn't expect that from him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it from him. He came up. Leicester City dominated this game, really, with their shots and everything, even their passes. But big up Everton, but they dropped down to 7th. But they still have 2 games in hand, which will put them above Leicester City. Let me see.
Well, if they get
it'll put them fourth. It'll put them fourth.
third, yeah, fourth, yeah,
Fourth on goal difference.
Yeah.
Fourth on goal difference.
above us.
I'll give you a stat. Here, I don't know which one I want to give you. Okay. Leicester City haven't lost any of their last 7 games in the Premier League. 1, 4, drawn 3. This their longest run without defeat in a competition since December 2019. So not that long ago.
I was gonna. I thought you were gonna say that it was since their 2015 title win.
Nah, 2019.
Fair enough. I believe that season they finished 6th or 5th.
Everton are unbeaten in all 3 of their Premier League games this season. Unbeaten in all 3. Unbeaten in all 3 this season against opponents starting the day above them in the table. 1-0 win against Chelsea and 2-0 against Leicester last December, along with tonight's draw. So against people that they play above them,
yep,
they're not bad.
They're not bad. They haven't
this
lost.
was a good game. This was a not bad game. All right. Would you like to move to our Mad About Football match day of the week, game of the week?
Yep. It was Tottenham versus Liverpool.
Yes.
You predicted a 2-1 Tottenham win. Shame on you. I predicted a 2-1 Liverpool win. And the game ended Tottenham 1, Liverpool 3. I just want to say, I just want to say, it looks like the better team won this time.
I was gonna say that. I will tell you. I've heard news that Serge Aurier got dragged at halftime.
Yeah,
and apparently there was a massive argument between Mourinho and his players, and Serge Aurier left the arena at halftime.
Wow.
So he'll be in big trouble.
Wow.
Harry Kane
injured.
But I feel that Harry Kane's only to blame for himself for this injury. I don't know if you watch Harry Kane, but he does that. He does that move where he backs into players because they know they're going to go for the challenge, and then they fall, they hurt themselves, but he gets the foul.
Yeah.
He did it to Jordan Henderson, but he was the one that got hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he said that, it's a matter of time since someone gets hurt from it. And now he'll be out. Mourinho said he'll be out for the next couple of weeks.
Well, he's injured both of his ankles.
Yeah, because of the pressure. Like they would have, when Henderson would have come onto it.
Yeah, the way he tumbled, I think.
Yeah. Joel Matip is out.
Yep.
He's done a very bad ankle injury.
Yep.
Right. So with the transfer window ending soon,
we
need
must
to sign a defender, or else it's not going to get any better for you.
That's true. All of our first team centre backs are now injured. Of course,
yes.
You know about.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you sign someone, you're not going to sign anyone for cheap, right? Do you think that if you do sign a centre back, would you call him a panic buy?
Jesus. It depends on who we sign.
Or is it depending on how he plays? If he plays really good, you wouldn't call it a panic buy.
It all depends on who we get,
like how much you get him for.
That as well, because the way I'm seeing it is that if we were to get someone like at the start of the window, that would have been a panic buy. But we've been patient and we're assessing other players.
You haven't gone for anyone, but
we haven't gone for anyone. But that's what the club's been saying, that they're looking at someone.
And then he's come out, but he said, we're not going to buy anyone. We have to find the right player.
The right player, exactly. So that tells me if it might not happen this window, but it will definitely happen in the next window.
But even if it happens in the next window, this is the window.
Too late. It's going to be too late.
This window, I feel like you need a defender. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
even getting them on loan.
Yeah, like the Odegaard thing. That's a big thing for Arsenal at the moment. You get what I
Exactly.
mean?
Like
So
even
for you
getting
guys,
someone like a
yeah,
David Alaba on loan, or
David Alaba's going to Real Madrid, mate.
yeah, he still has 6 months.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
But yeah, and see, I told you this. Spurs are the biggest bottle jobs when it comes to Liverpool. For some
Yeah,
reason, they'll have all the momentum coming in. They'll be better in form or whatnot, and then they'll just buckle. They'll buckle to
yeah.
Liverpool.
Honestly,
You know?
we were there for the taking. I mean,
Of
we
course.
haven't won in 5 matches. Our
Did you
morale
did
was
you
low.
did you hear Jurgen Klopp scream when the full-time whistle went off? Did you?
Yeah,
I didn't even know what that was until I was scrolling my Instagram. I was like, who the hell was that? I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
someone screamed, like full-time whistle went off. I thought it was a player out of frustration, but then it
yeah.
turns out it was Klopp.
That's Klopp
Right?
for you, man. He's too passionate. He loves the game.
Well, I think it was just a sigh of relief
Sigh of
because
relief, yeah.
that was the first goals you scored in almost 5 games.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That
I
is
thought
true.
Sadio Mane killed it for you guys.
I reckon Trent killed it, man. Trent,
Finally, about
fine.
time, man.
Well,
He's been in some bad
he's
form.
been piss poor this whole season. But you got to give him
And do you think the goal was lucky?
which one?
He's one. He's one.
No,
Trent's goal.
that wasn't luck. Well, it was luck in a way because Lloris parried it away and it landed on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you
Yeah,
think
it was a bit lucky.
Yeah.
But then again, the technique that Trent shot it with, you know what I mean?
But it also hit the defender coming in.
Oh yeah, well, a bit of luck,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, see? And Højbjerg's goal was nice.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful
very
strike.
nice. I like Højbjerg.
The way to slice that ball.
Yeah. No, Allison wasn't
Allison, no way. There
You
was
see,
no way
I
Allison.
love watching like bangers go in and just
Yeah.
the keeper's face because they just like their head
Yeah.
like moves with the ball. They're like,
Dude, even if you had a row of goalkeepers, the whole row of
it was
goalkeepers.
it was a very
It
because
wasn't-
he was on one side and he shot the ball in the other complete side of the
Yeah,
net.
I think he fluked it. I'm sure he didn't mean to
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
it was just a hit.
He just scuffed a shot.
I got another question for you.
Go for it.
Hyun Song Min scored very early,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Do
offside.
you think barely? Did you see the thing? It was just
Yeah.
his heel. Do you think that if that goal had stood, the game would have been different?
No.
No, you still would have won it.
Maybe. Look, I reckon we would have came back and scored again.
Mm-hmm.
But then they went quiet. Like, if you look at the stats, how many shots did we have?
It was. Yeah,
We had 14 shots, 7 on target.
7 on target.
They only had 2 on
3 for
target.
them, yeah.
Like we dominated them when it comes to chances. They only had 2 shots on target.
I will give you a prediction that is not kind, and I'll give you a good one and a bad one,
Go
right? And a bad one. This is a bad one for Mourinho. Jose Mourinho has now lost 6 home league games in charge of Tottenham, more than he has at any of his previous clubs, which is not good. I'll give you a good one for Liverpool. Liverpool have won 6 consecutive league matches and 3 consecutive away league matches against Spurs for the first time in their season, in their history.
Wow.
So Spurs confirmed bottle jobs.
Yeah, well, from what I remember, ever since the Champions League final in 2019,
They haven't been the same.
they haven't beaten us. Or they haven't even they've just constantly lost against us.
Yeah.
And they had their chance last time when they lost 2-1. They had a very good chance at Anfield to break that record.
Mm-hmm.
And now even at the London Stadium, bottled it again.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah.
And honestly, they only have themselves to blame. Their defense was shocking. Eric Dyer is not a defender. Again, take him out. He's not a defender. And they had that young one. What's his name? Joe Rodon. He made a mistake in the last goal where Sadio Mane scored. That's about it, really. But
Yeah, I think Sadio Mane is he's a killer, bro.
yeah,
He's very good.
when he's on form, he is hot. Like, but then again, even Mohamed Salah's goal could have stood as well. Did you see the way Eric Dyer was just shaking Roberto Firmino about? Like, that should have been a foul at least, you know. So that could have been a goal. In the same way where Son's goal didn't go through.
Yeah. So good on. Well, you know, Liverpool. I think they needed the win. You needed this win
100%.
because not just confidence-wise, table-wise, it would have been very bad for you guys.
100%. I mean, we would have ended up sixth if we didn't win this game.
I
think so. Yeah, we would have ended up.
No, you would have finished fifth.
No, because Tottenham
would have finished sixth. Yes.
Let's just say Tottenham would have beaten us. We would have finished. Yeah.
And then with the games in hand for
Everton,
and then because
and Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, yeah, you could have gone, and Arsenal would have been 3 points away from you guys.
Literally.
So you could have finished 10th by the end of next week.
We could have finished 8th or 9th by the end of this week.
So good on you.
Been crazy.
But still, unless you sign a defender, it's not going to get safe for you guys.
We'll see what happens. There's still 2 days left. You know, it's squeaky bum time. Time to sign someone.
Yeah. All right. That's our recaps for the match week 20, sorry. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to our videos. It'll really help us out.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys again next time. Have a good night.
Bye.
See you later.